I'm so glad Pal woke up today. I told him we were right outside Silver Creek. His shoulder was pretty badly dislocated, but I managed to pop that little sucker right back in. The work I'm most proud of is the work on his legs. Considering what I had around the house, I think I did just as good as any other doctor would have done. Paul thought it was some kind of miracle that I found him that night, but it wasn't a miracle. I was following him. As his #1 fan, I know that he stays at the Silver Creek Lodge. Sometimes I just toddle on down there, look up at his room with the light on, and wonder what's going on in the mind of that brilliant author. When I saw Paul leaving, I was wondering why he'd be leaving when a big storm was coming. Paul said he didn't know the storm was coming, but lucky for him, I did. And lucky for me too, because now Paul's alive and can keep writing more novels. Today, Paul met Misery for the first time. Misery, my pig. My farm was lonely without her, but now she just makes me smile. When my husband left me, I just dove straight into work. Night shifts at the hospital were lonely, so I started to read. That's when I discovered the Misery series. I just loved her. She made me happy. She made me forget about all my problems. I just kept reading them over and over. As soon as I'd finish one, I'd turn it over and I'd start reading again. I've only got 2 chapters left on this one, so I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to see what's going to happen. I noticed when I picked up Paul that he had his newest novel in his briefcase. I asked him if I could sneak a peek, and to my surprise, he said yes. I'm 40 pages in, and well, I guess who am I to criticize Paul? But I guess my issue would be, it would be the swearing. There, I said it. I mean, when I go to the feed store in town, I don't say, "Now Wally, give me a bag of that effing pig feed and toss in a bag of that bitchly cow corn." And when I go to the bank, do I say, "Hey, Mrs. Balder, I've got a big bastard of a check for you, so give me your Christin' money"? No! Just finished Paul's last novel. That dirty birdie, how could he? She cannot be dead. Misery Chastain cannot be dead. I don't want her spirit, I want her, and you killed her! You killed her! How could you, you dirty bird? Slipped away? Slipped away? She did not just slip away! You killed her! You killed her! Oh, Paul, I thought you were good. But you're not good. You're just another lying, dirty birdie. I don't think I should be around you for a while. And Paul, if anything happens to me, if I die, you die. I've got a huge surprise for Paul. It's a brand new studio, and now that he's destroyed that nasty manuscript, he can write Misery's Return in my honor, for saving his life. I got a great deal on this 50-pound clunker on account that it's missing an N. I told the lady that N was a letter in the name of my favorite author. I also got Paul this expensive paper, but Paul just complained that it's smudged. "Annie, I can't work on this paper. Annie, I can't type on this paper. Is that the thanks I get? I go out of my way to wash him, feed him, clothe him. He better show a little bit more respect." "I'll buy that new paper. I'll go back to the store, but you better show a little more appreciation, Mr. Man. And don't even think about anybody coming for you. Not your agent, not the doctor, not your daughter, because I didn't call any of them. Nobody knows you're here. And if anything happens to me, if I die, you die." The rain sometimes gives me the blues. When Paul first came here, I thought I was in love with the brighter side of him. But now I know I'm in love with all of him. He doesn't love me. He's a famous, brilliant, handsome, most famous person in the world. I'm not the movie star type. You'll never know the fear of losing someone like Paul, or someone like me. The book's almost finished and his legs are almost healed. So he'll be ready to leave soon. I have a gun. Sometimes I think about using it.